Hey everyone, I'm Jeff Teague in Raleigh, North Carolina, your source for everything Toyota. You know, I've been doing this for about 13 years at this high volume Toyota dealership. I want to pay it forward and I want to start helping you buy cars, hopefully from me, but if you live in other geographies, other locations, that's totally fine. So send me your question. First question is from a viewer, Antonio, and he lives in New York, wants to know, what kind of deal can I get on a Camry right now, on a 2018 Camry? My dealer's offering about a $3,000 to $4,000 discount. Is that a good discount? My advice to you, Antonio, and everyone else, right now, if you were to come see me in Raleigh, North Carolina, in the month of December, I can give you $6,000 minimum on any Camry on the lot, whether it's a 2018 or a 2019. So use that as a guideline. Now, every geography is going to have a little bit different incentives from their different banks. I have Southeast Toyota. Some of the other advice I might give you is look for a car that's on the lot, maybe in a color that not a lot of people would choose, maybe one the dealer's looking to move. They might be willing to make a little bit better deal on that one. The other thing is maybe look for a vehicle that's been on the lot longer, like in their clearance zone or special price zone, that type of a thing. You might get a better one. I just ask you to be flexible with options, color, things like that. Next question. This comes from several viewers. A lot of people want to know, should I buy my next vehicle or should I lease it? What do I recommend? I'm going to be doing a thorough, in-depth video on this in the next few weeks or so, but I'm going to give you some words of wisdom, a few pointers to go by. First of all, what has been your trading cycle in the past? In other words, are you somebody who keeps your vehicle for 10 to 15 years until the wheels fall off? Probably a purchase. If you're somebody who has traded every 3, 4, 5 years because maybe you get tired of your car, want a new body style, newest safety features, technology, that's a perfect candidate for a leasing cycle. Two of the main benefits to leasing versus financing. Number one, you'll get a lower payment and you'll get options at the end of your lease term. Let's say you do a 3-year lease. At the end of it, you get a choice. They call it the fork in the road. Do you want to give the vehicle back to the manufacturer? Do you want to trade it in for something else? Or do you want to buy it and keep it? So you've got 3 different really good options at the end of your lease term. Now the leasing payment, let's say you're somebody who's on a fixed monthly budget, got to be a low payment, don't want a $600 car payment. Well, traditionally financing the payments here, you might be $60 to $100 lower if you lease. So those are some of the factors that I would go with when I'd consider it. I lease my vehicle because I like to stay up on top of the newest safety technology. I like the blind spot monitor that was not available in 15. Now I got it in my 18 Camry, that type of a thing. So I hope that helps you get a little started and do some legwork. Be very, very quiet. Training facility. So the next question is, this comes from a viewer in New Jersey. He wants to know, do I recommend the Tacoma TRD Sport or the TRD Off-Road? Well, 2 schools of thought. Do you like dogs or cats, pudding or jello? Do you like sport or off-road? The off-road is great if you're gonna do just that. If you're gonna do off-roading, it has that off-road suspension, has the multi-terrain select so you can go through rocks and mud, snow, going over big rocks in the desert, that kind of stuff. And it also has crawl control, so if you go through a really thick obstacle like water or mud, it actually guides you through it at a low speed cruise control so you can focus on steering. That might be the perfect opportunity to go with the off-road. Plus it looks pretty badass, frankly. The TRD Sport, that's gonna be more for city roads, highway roads. You're not planning on doing too much roading on the beach, in the mountains, that kind of stuff, going over a lot of snow. Plus you like that snazzy hood scoop. So my option is gonna be, I'm going for the off-road. I don't like the hood scoop. Tell me what you think. One of my viewers in Nevada had a question, what is the car payment gonna be at your dealership on a Camry? Well, I wish I could answer that. Sorry to be vague and evasive. Let me tell you what goes into the making of a car payment. Several factors. First of all, the sell price of the car. What price have you negotiated with your dealer? That's a good starting point. Now the interest rate, it's really based on your credit history. If you have good credit history, you're gonna get a lower payment, maybe qualify for manufacturer's incentives like 0, 1.9, or at least you'll get a low bank rate. Now, if you've had some bumps in the road credit-wise, you're gonna get a higher interest rate, and you probably know that because based on your history, you'd expect that. That's gonna raise your car payment. How long will you finance? So you can do 36 months, 48 months, 60 months. When I started working here, 60 was the most common term. Now 72 months. People want those lower car payments. You can even stretch it out a little bit to 75 months. And the goal here, if you're on a budget, get the lowest car payment, stretch it out a little bit longer. A few months out of the year, you can make a higher payment, or you can make a double payment 1 or 2 months out of the year, kind of, as I call it, creative financing, cheat the interest, pay it off a little bit sooner. Also, do you have any down payment money? Maybe it's $402 with $1,000 down, $387 with $2,000 down, $363 with $3,000 down. So do you want your money in your savings, or do you want it in your monthly payment? That's up to you. And also, of course, if you have a trade-in, you can negotiate the price of that, and then that will affect your payment. So a lot of factors go into it, but let's say your payment's gonna be $275 with $2,000 down. Boom. Thanks everyone for watching. Please submit your questions on how I can help you buy a car, any questions you've ever had about buying a car, and I'll see you next time.